Okay, so great segue into my next question, and it's one of your other P's. So I want to skip perseverance because you touched on
Mhm.
that a little bit. I want to go to partnership
Mhm.
because that seems to be a real challenge for most of the organizations I'm talking to today. It seems to be a byproduct of just everyone feeling so stressed and strained, where
Mhm.
time's everyone's most precious resource and everything feels urgent all the time. So, to make it simply put it, folks aren't talking to each other. Departments aren't necessarily collaborating. They're having some issues with cross collaboration. And if you're in a matrix organization, you kind of need to be talking to each other. So I would love to get your perspective on partnership and how we as leaders might be able to better encourage that, enable that, anything else to kind of get that moving in a better
Yeah,
direction.
absolutely. That is so important, Brandon, because really there are, a couple of sides of the coin when it comes to partnership. One is that as we are going through challenges now, and whether it's just these daily disruptions that arise, like again, the group I was just with today, all of their technology, their systems were down yesterday, month end,
Mm,
last day of the month. So they really had to scramble.
mm,
But partnership, first and foremost is, gee, as a leader, how I'm going to respond to that is going to be quite anxious. How do I close the books? How do I close the month? How do I make sure that all these new customer applications are processed to meet month end? All of those things. So how am I responding? And what do I need to make sure that I am taking care of taking care of and taking care of myself? So partnership starts with me making sure that I am recognizing that and reaching out to the resources and just to partner with others who can come alongside me and support me. I'm not in this alone. We can get through this together is one of the mantras from the COVID days that we remember so prevalently, but it carries us forward. And then how do we make sure that we are proactive in reaching out to the needs of our team? Recognizing, showing up with empathy, with different experiences that people are having, making sure that our team members are aware of the resources that are available to them. I was just talking with a potential coaching client just the other day who was sharing some challenges. And one of the things that I suggested is one of the first things you might want to look at is, what does your employee assistance program provide for you? We as leaders need to be able to do that for our team members. And then to cap it off, it is making sure that we are inclusive. How are we making sure that people feel like, one, they're listened to, that they are valued, that they are important, and that we are building relationships. We are strengthening those connections. We're bringing in a diversity of ideas and strategies and people and team members and experiences and all of those things that make us rich and ripe and strong to move forward. So that is partnership.
so I think anyone listening to this would say, yeah, I want that. I want that. What stands in our way? What makes it so hard? Whether we're trying to build inclusive teams or we're trying to either personally reach out for resources, identifying our own needs and reach out for resources, or encouraging our team members to do that. Why is this so difficult to do?
Now, I think there are a couple of key things that really stand out to me. One is vulnerability,
Mm,
for ourselves. And that's hard. That is hard. I won't deny it. It is hard for all of us to be vulnerable and put ourselves in that space where we are saying, no, I need something. I need help. I'm struggling a little bit here. And then we have so much going on, I think. There are just so many things. I hear that time and time again. I know you do too, Brandon. There are so many things on our plate.
yeah.
Somebody's told me I mark one thing off and I add five more. So I think just the time that we have to be present, to listen and to demonstrate empathy and to make those connections is one of the biggest challenges we have.